At 79, Dolly Parton, one of country music's most beloved and iconic figures, has finally broken her silence about the king of rock and roll himself, Elvis Presley. For decades, fans have speculated about the connection between these two larger-than-life stars. Both Dolly and Elvis dominated their respective genres, shaping music history in ways few could ever dream of. While Dolly is often associated with heartfelt storytelling, dazzling rhinestone gowns, and her down-to-earth charm, Elvis was remembered for his electrifying performances, deep charisma, and tragic downfall. Together, their names have long been linked by one story that Dolly has now confirmed in detail: the heartbreaking moment when Elvis wanted to record her song, but fate stood in the way. The story goes back to the early 1970s, when Dolly Parton wrote "I Will Always Love You," a song born from a deeply emotional chapter in her life as she was parting ways professionally with her longtime mentor and business partner, Porter Wagoner. The song quickly gained attention, not just for its heartfelt lyrics, but for its potential to become a timeless classic. Soon after, Elvis Presley expressed his desire to record the song. For Dolly, this was a dream come true. The thought of Elvis, her childhood idol, singing her words was almost too much to believe. She has often said that she adored Elvis since she was a little girl, and the chance to hear him bring her song to life felt like destiny. However, the situation took a heartbreaking turn. Elvis's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, approached Dolly with a demand. If Elvis were to record the song, she would have to sign over half of the publishing rights. This was a standard condition for many songs Elvis recorded, but Dolly, who had poured her soul into "I Will Always Love You," stood her ground. She turned down the offer, knowing that giving away control of her song would mean losing a part of herself. It was one of the toughest decisions of her career, and though it pained her, she ultimately said no. For years, Dolly kept her feelings about that moment quiet, but now at 79, she has openly admitted the mix of heartbreak and pride she felt. She confessed that she cried after turning Elvis down because hearing him sing her song would have been one of the greatest honors of her life. At the same time, she knew she had to protect her work and her future. In hindsight, the decision changed everything. "I Will Always Love You" went on to become one of Dolly's most iconic songs, and decades later, Whitney Houston's powerful rendition transformed it into one of the best-selling singles of all time. Dolly often reflects on how different things might have been had Elvis recorded it, but she also acknowledges that standing firm gave her strength and set an example for other artists to own their work. In her recent reflections, Dolly also revealed her admiration and compassion for Elvis himself. She described him as one of the greatest performers to ever live, but also a man trapped by the weight of fame and management that often controlled his decisions. She expressed sorrow over the way his life ended, acknowledging the struggles he faced behind the glittering stage persona. For Dolly, Elvis was not just a superstar. He was a soul she connected with through music, even if they never recorded together. At 79, Dolly's honesty has given fans a clearer glimpse into one of the most bittersweet moments of her career. Her story with Elvis Presley is not just about a missed collaboration. It's about the strength of an artist to stay true to herself, even when faced with temptation. Dolly's silence may have lasted decades, but her truth now adds another layer of depth to her already legendary journey. It is a reminder that even icons like Dolly Parton and Elvis Presley were human, navigating tough choices and heartbreaks that ultimately shaped the music we still treasure today.